Hey, Warners, this is Gina Trimarco with Women Your Mother Warned You About, Carolina Improv and Pivot 10 results. And this is your Just the Tip Tuesday video. And today's tip that I'm bringing you, I've actually borrowed from my very good friend and a great friend of our podcast, Donnie Above A. Donnie was on our podcast earlier today that we recorded that will be coming out in the next several weeks. He had a lot of really great nuggets, and he's kind of this badass guy, businessman, business owner. And we were talking about success and his company Success Champions and how to have success. And he hit on something that I think is so important for us to remember, because often we forget to stand in our own value and we worry what others think of us. And I want to give a little credit to I call her my Myrtle Beach mother, Mary Lou Cook. One of the first things she taught me was that what people say about me and think about me is really none of my business. And that always resonated with me, because it's super easy for me to get my feelings hurt. It's super easy for me to worry about what others think of me. And I've spent the majority of my life trying to be what everybody wants me to be, or to please them, for them to love me or like me or accept me or to allow me into their group. And I think a lot of us get caught up in that, worried about what other people think. And Donnie brought that up today about how, you know, to be successful, you can't always worry about what other people think of you. So I said to him, how do you overcome that? How do you overcome? And I ask a lot of people this question, and I think it's kind of interesting to share, but how do you overcome not caring about what people think about you? And Donnie said it really starts with really liking yourself, because when you like yourself, you don't really care what people think about you. That's their opinion and it's none of your business. So it's got to take it a step further. It's like, how do you get to like yourself? I know these are like deep philosophical and psychological questions, but sometimes we don't like ourselves, Donnie said, because we haven't met ourselves yet. Now that's a little deep, but think about it for a second. We haven't met ourselves, which means we don't know ourselves. So how can we possibly like and appreciate ourselves if we don't know ourselves, the good and the bad? And gosh knows that I, on my journey in life, have spent a lot of time getting to know myself. And there are a lot of things I don't like about myself that I know about myself. And there are a lot of things that I do like about myself. I know that things I don't like, I'm trying to work on and get rid of those things. And things that I do like, I try to make those things better. But you have to be willing to get to know yourself. So for me, getting to know myself is being able to meditate and to journal. And I'm huge into therapy, having someone else to talk to that I can bounce things off of. So that's how I get to know myself and meet myself. Donnie said for him, he didn't really meet himself until he started a business and drove it to the ground. So that's my tip for you, brought to you by Donnie Bovine of Success Champions, is don't worry about what others think of you. And the best way to get over that is to meet yourself and to know yourself. So that is my Just the tip for this Tuesday of this week. Go have an awesome week and crush it.